Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Atlanta for the final race of the race weekend here, the Coke Vanilla Cup Series for season number 6, 2008 season, and I'm trying to get to the right car. Join me in the booth once again, though, is Stephen Paul III.
With better internet.
Hopefully. As on the front row today is the winners of the two duels on Thursday, Isaac Flickinger and Bill Braddock Jr. I'm still on Facebook. Great. Sky Commons, William Flickinger, row 2. Jackie Tang, Gene Sanford, row 3. Jonathan Zorline and Jack Halleck in row 4. With Derek Hamill and JT Bryant, the Daytona 500 winner, will start in row 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven.
So yesterday we saw a ginormous crash, which I was framing through, but we've seen that could happen with green flag pit stops. The leader is going to have the advantage with the blocks, and track position is going to be king here. You don't want to be trapped with the caution, but you also don't want to be trapped there. The high side, the wall is going to be getting out to you. This is going to be insane. This is going to be a 2 pit stop race, it looks like, with 67 laps. I can't wait for it. It's been an exciting weekend, and our final row is Samet Olscon and Adam Flickinger.
As the points coming into today, going to look exactly like the finishing order for the Daytona 500. They are JT Bryant comes in with a 10-point lead over Chris Wilson. Rob Evans, who DNQ'd, is third in points, as well as Tristan Wilhoit, fourth in points, also DNQ'd. Jessica Shelton comes in as fifth in points. Henry Sanford, sixth in points in the defending Owners Points champion car, as here comes the command to start engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
Rest of the top 10's field rolls off. Jesse Turner, Kira Arenthade, Logan York, and Max Anderson. Turner, Arenthade, and Anderson you will not see here today because they also DNQ'd.
Yeah, it's a tough break for them.
And there's the first 20 rows, as there's the row 21. Whoops. There we go. As everyone gets rolling, onboards that we'll carry here today, they will be JT Bryant carrying the Dodge onboard camera. Chris Wilson will be carrying the Toyota onboard camera. Jessica Shelton will be carrying the Ford onboard camera for us. Henry Sanford, the Monster Energy onboard. We have Time Pollard in the 83 will be carrying the Red Bull onboard camera. I think I'm missing one of the manufacturers. Dodge, Ford, Toyota,
Chevy.
Oh, that's right. All the shit. And Jackie Tang will be carrying the Chevy onboard in the 50.
Pretty big for that.
There you see
Team
in
to carry
the
an onboard.
sixth place spot. So pace cars pulling off. Bill Bragg Jr. trying to go back to back with the 17 at Atlanta, as Bernard Patterson was the defending winner, and the Coca-Cola 400 is green.
Yeah, let's see what they can do here. So the two car are going to have a good, that high side's good momentum right there.
Can Isaac Flickinger clear off into turn number 1? Not quite. Bill Bragg Jr. going to hang it in tough. Has help from the 38 of Sky Commons that come off turn 4. 3 wide for the lead.
Sky Commons have been fast all week, so that car is going to be up there. The 17 is...
Hello.
Well, last year we saw Hyatt. He won the back-to-back races. The 17 won with different drivers, so see if they get another repeat winner here.
As leading lap 1, too close to call at the line, the scoring ticker is going to give it to Bill Braddock Jr. in the 17 car.
Oh, good job by Braddock right there.
As you see, Braddock trying to get the run off turn number 2. Sky Commons holding it in firm there on the inside line as they go into 3.
Oh man, it's getting interesting. Here comes Gene Sanford right there.
Gene Sanford, the 47, into 3rd. Jonathan Zorline now 4th. And that outside line showing up a little bit better than it was yesterday.
Oh, for sure right there.
As Braddock gets the run into turn number 1, Sky Commons going to try and hold it in there again off turn number 2.
Yeah, he's trying to make that work right there.
Just hoping maybe that someone can make the move on the 38 to the inside and make it 3 wide, as Sky Commons actually going to clear the 17 through 3 and 4.
Yeah, great move right there by Sky. I mean, telling you, that car is fast.
5 bonus points to the 38 team as they're 3 wide in the pack. Bill Bragg Jr. now fighting with Derek Hamill in the 00.
If you hear the tears, that's Mary Shelley in the back of the field.
Speaking of the 08, actually, I see the 08 car coming up through the field right now. There's Mary Shelley, who last scored in the 20th position. Battling with the Daytona 500 winner, JT Bryant, 3 wide in front of them. At least they were for a moment. That was Brian Hart there. They're 3 wide now with the 84-31 and the 47.
Yep, that was a great move by Duncan there.
Gene Sanford was unable to get any momentum there on that outside line as Derek Hamill battled for the lead here at Atlanta once again.
And we're seeing a better passing for the lead than we did in the race yesterday.
And not going to be clear off turn number 4. Here comes Sky Commons back on the outside, but it'll be 5 bonus points to go into Derek Hamill.
Move by Hamill right there.
Now that inside line looking like it's the better line once again as Amy Shelley now clears Sky Commons. There we go. Almost made that mistake. As Bill Bragg Jr. now into third once again. Sky Commons starting to fall back a little bit in that 38 car.
For sure. Wow. I wasn't expecting this. Here comes Stephen Paul III in the 84 car.
3 wide into 1. William Duncan in the middle.
Here comes
Stephen
Brandon
Paul III
Ash.
on that inside line.
Here comes the Ash Master.
Logan York in the 0-2. Another strong car today. As coming into 3, battle for lead once again. Amy Shelley taking the fight to the 0-0.
For sure right there.
Side by side at the line, the 0-0 will lead the lap, so no bonus points yet for Amy Shelley. Looks like if it's just mano a mano, that outside line's pretty equal actually as they go right now, as Hamill fighting tough on that outside line.
Like I mentioned, the last 2 years, Furniture has won a race. They're trying to keep that streak alive, and they've done it with the 78 car, and here they come.
As Hamill going to fall back in line in second spot. Battle for the 9th position. Logan York, Jeffrey White, a pair of rookies going at it.
Yep, down to the inside right there. There's York.
Logan York actually going to clear... No, not going to clear. I thought he was going to clear the 16 going in through 1 and 2. And going to check the back of the field just to see how this is going. Zach Rogers is back here right now. Last scored in 41st, battling with Cole Deaver, the Georgia native, right now at the back of the field.
That's they're battling.
And Steve Pollard also back here, the 82 car.
So now you got to remember too, this is the second race of the year. So this is like we mentioned, this is the first race for many guys, and they really need some points so they're going to lock through into Road America.
Well, and also this for many teams, the first real race, depending on how you ran. For drivers like JT Bryant, Chris Wilson, the real season started last week. For most drivers, though, that ran terribly, if you were like a Sky Commons, for instance, who comes in this race 32nd in the points, your real season started today, and they're proving it right now, running up in the top 10. Meanwhile, William Flickinger just passed Jackie Tang for the 9th position there in the back of the field. And right now, Logan York fighting on that outside line, battling with, that is Henry Williams and Brian Hart on his inside. Battle for the, looks like the 14th position. Mary Shelley took a peek on the 50, unable to hold it in there though.
Man, wouldn't it be a great battle if Mary Shelley could battle 38 for the win?
That would be something. Gonna try again here on Jackie Tang. Gonna actually be able to get there on this time. Can JT Bryant help the 08 get to the lead or get past here? No, not gonna do it. As Jackie Tang gonna clear down the front straightaway.
It's not bad right there. And here comes some more battling here. There's JT Bryant trying to have a good run.
Three wide. Adam, 3 wide, 2 rows deep as well.
Hold on, Adam Flickinger, he started on the last row.
And currently running in the 17th, actually taking 16th away from the 47. Jessica Shelton also going to take the 17th spot away now in that 21 car.
Can I please have a rep? Can I please check the ratings on that 12? My God, that they're flying.
Henry Williams trying to battle JT Bryant, who's going to shut the door on him. JT with some momentum after Daytona and bravery in that 42 Juicy Fruit Dodge.
Bravery is an understatement.
As Mary Shelley once again trying to pass the 50. This time is going to have help from the 18 of Henry Williams, and will be able to do so off turn number 4. Meanwhile, the battle heating up back up front. Battle for second as Derek Hamill is taking the lead. William Duncan looking for a strong run today, battling for second with Mary Shelley. Zorline trying for 4th on the 17 of Bill Bragg Jr.
Yep, as here they come down. Very interesting.
Henry Williams trying to take a spot away from the 42 back there. As Bill Bragg Jr. not clear on the 38, and the 38 put the nose in there. Meanwhile, Amy Shelley actually overtakes the 31, and now Zorline going to take his opportunity at trying to pass the 31, but unable to hold it in there on that inside line.
Yeah, here they come down here. Zorline, who missed Daytona, he won the D&Q race last week, so he's got some momentum on his side a little bit.
And looking for a strong run. Obviously, this team, big expectations for Hendrick every season, but right now, a lot of their cars in trouble, probably of being in danger to miss races when we get past Bristol right now. Meanwhile, Jeffrey White going to try to go to the outside of Sky Commons. That is for 5th. Not able to do so yet. And I think Sky Commons going to clear, as now Jeffrey White going to have to battle his teammate Bill Bragg Jr. for 6th. And Mary Shelley has thrown her name back up into this lead pack here. 10 cars up here strong at the front of the field.
Yeah, showing with the contenders from the pretenders right here.
And Amy Shelley back to the back bumper of the 00. Derek Hamill down the back straightaway. Gene Sanford trying to battle Logan York at the back of the field. Back of the picture there. And man, Amy Shelley was able to hug that white line through 3 and 4. 18 laps complete at Atlanta. As we'll check back in with the battle for lead in a moment. Battle for the 8th position between William Flickinger, Stephen Paul III, JT Bryant, and Mary Shelley in the 08 car. Logan York was able to re-overtake the 47 as well. And Flickinger going to be able to hold off from the 42, but will lose a spot to the 84 Red Bull Toyota.
Yeah, the Red Bull Toyota is running pretty good right this week. Eighth right now. And now I got to remember, this pit stop's coming too, so they got to have to watch out.
Battle for 11th. Adam Flickinger is on the move. Overtaking the 08 car down the back straightaway. That's for 11th. And now sets his sights on his own teammate. And Shelton just following through basically in that 21 car. Flickinger going to peek to the outside, going to try it there, not going to be able to get there. And now Mary Shelley going to try and re-overtake the 12. Here comes Shelton in the 21 car. Not able to do so yet. Flickinger going to hold it in strong now. Jackie Tang trying to re-overtake the 21 car.
Wow.
And Flickinger will clear the 08 down the front straightaway. Logan York trying to pass the 18 of Henry Williams for 15th. And Shelton around the outside of Mary Shelley as well in the 21 car. Field breaking
kind of single filing out. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think we both noticed the same thing at
Wait,
the same time. We both noticed the same thing about the field thinning out a little bit. As Jackie Tang right now on the outside, trying to fend off the 02 and the 47. Chris Wilson, who started out back, also up here now in the top 20. He started in 39th. He's now running last scored in the 17th position.
Yeah, here they come down here. A little bit of lag spike.
Gene Sanford throwing it in there on the 02. The veteran versus the rookie right there. And now Adam Flickinger setting his sights on that top 10. It's right now held by Stephen Paul III. And here comes that Kodak Dodge.
Yeah, they're fast. That 12 better. You gotta watch out for that car. They start in the back. They might be a back. I mean, remember, high 8 started 41st, so.
Car up top there was William Duncan. He loses a spot to Jeffrey White. Meanwhile, Amy Shelley still all over the back bumper of Derek Hamill, and I wonder if this is now just strategy, trying to save some fuel a little bit here.
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe even either saving fuel, maybe also just trying to build that gap a little bit. Because if these two run single file, that 88 not going to be able to really catch them.
I think I'm Hamill. Man, Mary Shelley. Amy Shelley, actually.
Amy Shelley in the National Day of Prayer 78 just plotting the move right now, basically. Adam Flickinger has caught the 84 now. This is for 10th. Shelton all over the back bumper of the 08 car now. As Sky Commons peeking on the 31. We're going to have pit stops. Amy Shelley's going to be the first one to blink.
Well, at least we don't have a big rack.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Remember, there's about lap 3 of the pit stop cycle where we saw the collision yesterday, and Amy Shelley looks to be the only car on pit lane. No, joined by Isaac Flickinger that first time around. So now, who's going to pit? As Adam Flickinger has passed the 84, looks like Derek Hamill's going to pit, maybe even Zorline. Sky Commons will stay out in the 38 car, as a lot of drivers pitting this time around. Drivers communicating very well in their way down to pit lane.
This is a lot better than the Hooters here. This shows the experience. Oh, look who's 1-2. How fitting.
As Mary Shelley now trying to set her sights on the 38 of Sky Commons during the pit stop cycle. Sky Commons going to pit this time around. Looks like Mary Shelley will do the same, as will Dylan Young. Chris Wilson pits. Jack Halleck is in. Austin LaPlante is also in. Now, where does Amy Shelley sort out of all this in the 78 car? There's Isaac Flickinger just coming off pit lane in the back of the screen.
Yep.
So now the average speed just dropped under 200 miles an hour, by the way.
For the first time, yes, all race.
As we'll have to wait and see. Where there's some of the drivers that were in the top 5. Jeffrey White's right there. There's Derek Hamill. These two were battling as they went into the pit stop cycle. And it's going to be Amy Shelley on those fresher tires going to the race lead, I think. At least the effective race lead right now in that 78 car.
That's here they come.
As Sky Commons currently still going to be scored as the race leader, as they had already crossed the line. There's the 38 car. I don't think Steve Pollard's on the lead lap at that point, or at least not in the battle lead. So it looks like Amy Shelley should be the new race leader. We'll wait for it to cycle around officially, and we'll give you a field rundown here after the cycle of pit stops. As at the line is the 78 now leading. Yes, she is. Derek Hamill is now in second. Jeffrey White is third. William Duncan fourth. JT Bryant fifth. It is Mary Shelley going for sixth on Sky Commons. Bill Bragg Jr. is in eighth. Adam Flickinger is in ninth. Isaac Flickinger 10th. Chris Wilson, Jonathan Zorline, Stephen Paul III, William Flickinger. Jack Halleck now runs 15th over Dylan Young. Henry Williams, Gene Sanford, Jessica Shelton, and Smet Ozkan the top 20, although that's under threat from Johnny Gardner. Logan York, Jackie Tang, now 23rd, Austin LaPlante 24th, Henry Sanford, Alexander Rowe, James Qualls, Tim Randolph, Alger Baranowskis now runs 28th. There's someone else that's in the wrong spot. Matt Dixon, top 30. Kenny Moma, Seth Cole, Marcus Ambrose, Brian Hart, Sam Young, Mark George, Cole Deaver, Time Pollard, Pretty Shaw in the 01, Zach Rogers, Delana Bohemian, and Steve Pollard rounds out the field. But right now, all 42 cars not only running, but on the lead lap here at Atlanta, as Derek Hamill tries to pursue the 78 on his fresher tires.
It's been a really good race, too. Now the field is split, so we're going to see more who got the best car now.
And right now, we'll also see who made the right adjustments on their pit stop. As right now, the top two have a 2-second advantage over William Duncan in third. Can Derek Hamill pass the 78 car, though?
That's a big question right there.
Now Hamill has caught the 78, but catching's one thing, passing's another. Here comes the 00, making the move on one lap fresher tires on that 00.
You'll see how that can happen. Yep, the 78.
Well, 78 holding in strong right now. Can do that on those first few laps with new tires, but can't do it for long, as Amy Shelley going to have to relinquish the lead here, I believe, to Derek Hamill. That was bad. As new leader, once again, it's the 00 Aaron's Toyota for Derek Hamill. Now, can he check out on this one?
He might be able to, because he's got the newest tires in the field, so.
JT Bryant just ran his quickest lap of the race. Marcus Ambrose currently with the fastest lap of the race. Back in the back of the field, but JT Bryant has now caught third and fourth place as Sky Commons has re-overtaken the 08, and Adam Flickinger is now in seventh.
What a great run by him.
Putting in a drive of the day candidate here for Adam Flickinger. As Mary Shelley going to clear the 2 down the front straightaway and into turn number 1. And I cannot believe how well Adam Flickinger's car has run today. JT Bryant making a move for 4th right now, trying to, but Jeffrey White going to close the door on him going into 3.
If we have a caution, that 12 cars winning the race, I'm telling you.
And meanwhile, William Duncan currently is quicker than the race leaders by 0.2 that time around. Mary Shelley now trying to re-overtake the 12 of Adam Flickinger. And actually will do so, as Adam Flickinger might lose 2 or 3 spots here. The first sign of weakness that 12 car's had all day.
Oh boy.
3 wide with the 17 and the 88 and the 12.
That was almost death.
Bill Bragg Jr. in the middle might have the best line going into turn number 1, but it's Zorline who clears them going in on corner entry. Chris Wilson now going to take advantage, and Adam Flickinger was 7th just a couple laps ago, now finds himself back in 12th. Meanwhile, Zorline trying to make a move on the 2 of Isaac Flickinger, and Amy Shelley has actually stayed within the draft of the 00.
Yep, and they're all packed.
Not a good sign for the 31.
I don't know if anybody's won Daytona into the second race, so it'll be very interesting.
Like I said, I'd have to check back through. JT Bryant, though, now going to make the move, coming off turn number 4 on Jeffrey White. Battle for 4th here at Atlanta between the Roush Racing 16 and the Chip Ganassi 42. JT holding in strong, though, going to be able to clear off turn 2. Jeffrey White not having the car good enough to be able to make that move stick. And Jonathan Zorline to 8th position, passing Isaac Flickinger. And here we go again, round 2, Mary Shelley versus Sky Commons.
This is my favorite battle.
You aren't missing anything up front, as Chris Wilson now makes a move on the 2 going into turn number 1. Wasn't able to make it stick. Mary Shelley with a run down the back straightaway. Does she pull out and try and make a move? No, she doesn't, going into turn number 3. All over the back bumper of that Yates Ford, though, is Mary Shelley. Meanwhile, the gap from second to third, or from first to third, now 1.2 seconds. So Duncan is closing ever so slightly. And JT Bryant trying to close now in on the 31. Meanwhile, the 78 and the 00 still going at it. No one really able to take advantage there. And now Chris Wilson trying to overtake the 2 of Isaac Flickinger. Not able to do so into turn number 1.
No, not at all. It's Chris Wilson on the back bumper there, trying to get the top. He started dead last too. Great run for the people in the back.
39th. Adam Flickinger's up here.
Zorline up there.
Lag spike.
Yeah. Very interesting. JT Bryant's flying too.
Yes, he is. Mary Shelley all over the back bumper of that 38 down the front straight. Makes the move down into turn number 1. Can Sky Commons hang it in? Yes, he can. Shelley, though, still gets the run through 1 and 2. Zorline going to that outside line now, trying to find some way around, but are they... That line by Zorline made me think someone was pitting almost.
Yeah, there, you don't want to see that happening.
No one pitting there. So Mary Shelley, though, going to grab 6th away from Sky Commons once again. Now, can Zorline follow her through? Yes or no? The answer is going to be a yes. Here comes Zorline looking for 7th on the 38 car. And now Sky Commons on that outside line going to lose several spots now. How far back does he fall?
Really good question right there, as he's now stuck up there.
Currently now in 8th, battling for 7th with Zorline. Here comes Isaac Flickinger in the 2. If Sky Commons isn't careful, now the 2's going to fill that hole, maybe. And Sky Commons with the crossover move on Zorline. You can see already the tire wear starting to take a little bit of effect. The lap time's half a second, 7/10 down right now. Adam Flickinger that last time by on his fastest lap. Meanwhile, the gap to third is only a second. William Duncan has closed the gap down on the 78 and the 00, and they haven't even been battling.
I know, and they're just, yeah, Duncan's flying. JT's coming too, I'm telling you.
JT Bryant, right now, William Duncan is the quickest car of the top 3, or of the top 5.
Yeah, and Duncan missed the race last week. What a comeback for them. If they could pull this off.
This would be a great run for the 31 team if they can hold on. Meanwhile, Amy Shelley trying to find any weakness on that 00. Anything that she can take advantage of and try and get this lead back before Duncan catches them. Still the quickest car on track.
I believe they won I believe Amy's last win was at Richmond last year, if I'm not mistaken.
You might be right on that. I don't remember entirely off the top of my head.
The 78 car, they won at Darlington. They won at April, and now trying to get a 1.5 mile win for the Furniture Row team.
As Amy Shelley all over the back bumper, that 00 right now, not able to make a move again. This is just like what we saw at the end of that last run, as William Duncan's still closing down ever so slightly. JT Bryant has gapped the 16 of Jeffrey White, and the 38 and the 08 cannot separate each other from each other at all.
And remember, we're still going to probably have one more pit stop here, so it's going to get interesting.
Battle for 13th rages on between Jack Halleck and William Flickinger. Jessica Shelton right now battling for 15th with Dylan Young. Battling for 16th. As nothing changing up front yet. It's still 900ths. It's now down to half a second between the 31 and the 78 basically.
Oh yeah, it's getting interesting.
And Zorline up top. Now Sky Commons made the move on Mary Shelley once again. Battle for 6th is on once again. And Duncan is within 4/10 of the race lead.
Duncan's coming. Now here he comes. He's on the back bumper on them.
31 with a run down the back straightaway. Not going to be able to make a move with it yet.
I believe Duncan's looking for... No, Duncan's not looking for his first career win.
No, Duncan has won before. But now we're going to make the move on the 78 of Amy Shelley down the front straightaway. We're going to make that mistake several times all season, I believe. As battle for second is on, the ATT Chevrolet to second spot on Amy Shelley. Duncan with the correct moves on his pit stop so far. That car is on rails right now. And
rails is understatement.
We might be seeing some pit stops. Amy Shelley's going to pit here again. So she was the first one to pit the first time around. We'll see if Isaac Flickinger also pits. Yes, he does.
Very smart. Well, it's a smart move, blink first, when you just lost that position.
As now Chris Wilson battling with Adam Flickinger and Mary Shelley there. Now, who's going to pit this time? Looks like Hamill might be staying out. We'll watch. Let's see. Yes, he does. Duncan will pit though in the 31 car. JT Bryant's also in. So is Jeffrey White. Mary Shelley will stay out. Jonathan Zorline takes the opportunity to pit. So does Jackie Tang and William Flickinger. Johnny Gardner and Jessica Shelton also on pit lane. James Qualls will pit. There's the 60 and the 9. The 70's on pit lane. Dylan Abrahamian pits that time around. And now the race leader of Derek Hamill will pit. Mary Shelley going to stay out one more time, though, on the 08 car.
Yeah, nobody can make it from here, I don't think.
Although the strategy of this, 5 bonus points to that 08 team who needs all the points they can get right now in these first 3 races. As JT Bryant first off pit lane of those drivers. So Duncan, a very slow pit stop, is going to lose 2 spots on pit lane.
Well,
as Amy Shelley goes by.
Well, Duncan hates it for his 31 guys.
As right now, we'll see who's got the race lead. Austin LaPlante now pits that time around. Mary Shelley's on pit lane as well as Chris Wilson. So now that should put the 78 back on the lead lap. But there's the 00. Where's the 78 going to come out in relation to them? Not even close. Amy Shelley going to have at least a 1 second advantage over the 00 by the time this is all said and done.
Yeah,
5
Amy,
bonus points to Austin LaPlante, by the way, on pit lane.
that's good for them. The 78 missed Daytona too, so that's an amazing comeback for them.
As right now, there's the 08 coming off pit lane. Logan York's right there. 46 should still be on pit lane. Yep, so Amy Shelley right now back to the race lead on pit strategy and catching lap traffic in the form of the 19 of Zach Rogers just coming off the pit lane.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
As well as the 01 of Pretty Shaw. How does Amy Shelley navigate the lap traffic? Right now going to get to the inside of the 01 just fine. Zach Rogers not holding up the 78 as of yet. The 01 goes a lap down, and it's 1.5 seconds back to the 00 of Derek Hamill. JT Bryant in third, and William Duncan is back in fifth.
There's 22 on the bottom right here.
Chris Wilson trying for 8th on Isaac Flickinger now. This is the top running battle on the racetrack right now. And it looks like this is going to be the 78 of Amy Shelley's race to lose. As now looks like Adam Flickinger going to be able to follow underneath and try and overtake his teammate here for 9th position now. A spectacular run for the 12 of Adam Flickinger, even if he does not get the race win here today. Actually, for both him and the 22, in all honesty.
JT Bryant up to second, too.
Yep, JT just took second away. So the gap now up to almost 1.8 seconds. And what a start to the season for JT Bryant if he can hold on. As Amy Shelley has cleared the 19 of Zach Rogers.
What will ask you did.
Oh, the 84 is falling out with a header issue. Problems for Red Bull Racing.
This is rigged. No, I'm kidding.
Stephen Pollard III out of this one in 42nd place with a header issue. All of a sudden, I was looking, I saw 41st. I'm like, wait, I didn't see them lap anyone.
Yeah.
As now the next car that the 78 will set her sights on is going to be the 55 of Brian Hart, and she is gapping the 42. The race lead this time now up to over 2 seconds for Amy Shelley, as now she's battling the 19 though. Not what Amy Shelley needs. She needs to fall right back behind the 19 of Zach Rogers quickly.
Zach Rogers needs to be a good lap car.
As right now, Zach Rogers trying to run his race. And unfortunately, his race right now is involving battling the 78. Although Amy Shelley gets the run off turn number 4. And just only loses a 10th through all of that.
I mean, Jesus, the 78 powered her way off the corner there.
Trying to catch the 55. Logan York is also there. Now here comes Zach Rogers once again.
What are you doing, Zach?
And this time looks like Amy Shelley just going to relinquish it and fall right back behind the 19 down the front straightaway. Never mind.
19 goes flying in the air.
Oh, man. Will fall behind the 19 once again. Lost another 2 tenths there that time around, but JT Bryant needs to gain more than just a couple tenths if he wants any shot to go back-to-back in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series to start 2008.
Yeah, the 42's had a good 3 races in a row. Winning the championship last year, and then this. Oh, God.
Amy Shelley going to try again to lap the 19 of Zach Rogers. 3 laps to go in the Coke 400.
Do we have virtual middle fingers, Charles?
You know what? If we do, Amy Shelley is definitely probably showing it to Zach Rogers right now. As the battle for 40th rages on between the 19 and the 01, Amy Shelley trying to hang on for a race win.
Oh, God. Pretty Shaw is just pushing the issue. That's going to help a little bit.
As that is a battle for position between the 01 and the 19. 2 laps to go for the National Day of Prayer Chevrolet.
And Furniture Row, 3 wins in a row, 3 seasons, 3 wins. How about that?
That would be something if they can do it. As the battle goes on, that's going to be what Amy Shelley needs, I think. The gap closed down for JT Bryant, but not going to be enough, I think. Or definitely not going to be enough right now, as through 3 and 4, Amy Shelley will see the white flag for Furniture Row Racing. 1 lap to go in the Coca-Cola 400 at Atlanta.
It's amazing because This race has been caution free, and Amy Shelley DNQ'd. She didn't even have a good result in the DNQ race last week, and now here she comes to win the maybe
Zach
coming to win
Rogers
Atlanta.
going to get a run, trying to unlap himself. He wants the pride of saying he at least finished on the lead lap in this one. And if Amy Shelley was smart, she probably would just let him have it at this point. Off turn number 4. It's going to be another win for French Royal Racing. They win at Atlanta.
Wow, Amy Shelley's first win since Richmond last season. How about that?
I was going to say, I have it on the spreadsheet if you want to check that and make sure.
Okay, let's
Delano
go.
Abrahamian's on pit lane in the 1 car.
Oh,
So issues for DEI late in this one.
And Amy Shelley came to this race with 1 total point, and now they're going to have about 180 more.
It's going to be at least 180 more, might be even 185 more points.
That's huge for them.
As they're going to say Zach Rogers finished behind the 78 car there. So 1 lap down for him. Delano Abrahamian falling out of this one with 3 laps to go in the race. But it's going to be Amy Shelley who grabs the checkered flag here at Atlanta. She wins the Coca-Cola 400. JT Bryant in second over Derek Hamill. What a start to the season for the 42. A first and a second place. They are definitely going to be the points leaders coming out of this one. And right now, JT Bryant showing that he is the car to beat right now in this one. By the way, worth mentioning, we are also in the win and in format. So if Amy Shelley can get top 30 in points, she will be in the chase.
And locked in. Also, we stand corrected. Amy's now won 2 out of the last 4 races. She won at Iowa too, so Amy's on a roll.
So I didn't remember where. So the rest of the top 10 behind Hamill, Jeffrey White, Mary Shelley comes home with a top 5. William Duncan, Chris Wilson, Jonathan Zorlane, Adam Flickinger comes home 9th after starting the day out in 41st. Chris Wilson started in 39th place.
Where did Rowe finish?
Alexander Rowe ended up in 21st. Marcus Ambrose, who was back there, 31st. He had the quick car, just got stuck in traffic. Isaac Flickinger rounding out the top 10 in the 2. Sky Commons ends up in 11th, so must have had a very terrible pit stop there. Johnny Gardner ends up in 13th. Gene Sanford was a quiet 17th almost there for most of the day.
The person out of nowhere was the 16. Where did he come from?
He was actually running up in the top 5 for the entire second stint. So, and in fact, actually, Jeffrey White starting the day out in. He started the day in 29th.
A lot of guys coming for the Amy Shelley. Look where Amy started too. Wow, what a great drive by Amy.
Where did she?
She was below 30th, I believe. Amy, where is she? I thought I saw her at the bottom. I must be seeing things.
Yeah, because she started 13th.
Okay, never mind. Don't listen to me.
I mean, still an impressive drive to go 13th to first. But, Steven, your final thoughts on the race today?
Well, it looks like the experienced drivers definitely show what they're knowing to do. This race is now, we only have 1 more race on the 07 points, and the real season started. 78 finished 16th last week. The DNQ race had some trouble in a wreck. Came back and won the race. JT showing some dominance. Looks like she might have a Jessica Shelton Hooters season this year. Hamill coming up there having a good run. And some of the guys who missed Daytona having some great runs up there. Duncan, I believe, Zorline, and it's going to get very interesting because, like we talked about, top 30 in points will lock in, and Amy Shelley might not even be top 30 in points after this race. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. The next
win in top 30 would lock in.
Yeah, Bristol is next weekend, and last season we didn't see any passing at all at Bristol, so track position and what duel you're in is definitely going to matter. I can't wait for Bristol. It's Bristol, baby.
So with that, congrats to Amy Shelley on what I believe is actually it's either her 5th or 6th career win. I'd have to double check on this.
Well, before we go off the air,
like I said, that might be out of date though. I think it's her 5th or 6th career win.
Hold on, I will give at least a baseline. She's not even on. Hold on, James Shelley. Who the heck was James Shelley?
That's actually the main driver, and then he's resorted down to just trucks basically because that's where he runs the best.
Okay. Well, based on the sheet, that's her 4th career win.
I think that's wrong. I'm pretty sure this is her 5th or 6th career win. At some point, I'm going to update that. But either way, congrats to Amy Shelley on the win here today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Gordon Fan21. This has been Steven Potter. Join me once again for a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.